My name is Matt Mushian, the chair of TLC's Rural Outright program. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm super duper excited to start talking about Rural Pride. Amanda, our super special guest, got us together. We met last month? Because last year we had Rural Pride over in Claremont, and Windsor had an amazing Pride over here. So we wanted to start talking about next year. But first, I thought we could kind of recap Rural Pride 2019 and Windsor Pride, because it was really awesome. It was a great June, and after waking up this morning and seeing frost on the ground and being cold, I was wanting to think back to June some more. So we had over 50 vendors, lots of places said that we had over 1,000 attendees in Claremont that day. It was super great, it was awesome, yeah. One of my favorite things about it was that we met with the city council and the mayor, and we had June 15th proclaimed Pride Day in Claremont. That was a really awesome recognition, and then as part of that, they unfurled the Pride flag on Broad Street Park, which was really cool. We also had Lisa Bunker with us that day. She was our keynote speaker, and she worked with Representative Jared Cannon to expand gender markers on IDs so that non-binary granite staters could add an X to their ID, because it's really super important that people have IDs that adequately reflect the person they are. So, and also it was really cool, we had a surprise appearance by Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. She was running for president at the time, and she stopped by and walked through, and it's cool to attract attention like that from people, even in little Claremont. So, and over here in Windsor, in this very space, there was also a really cool Pride event. So I don't know if you wanted to share some about that.
I would estimate that we had a couple hundred people, not 1,000, but for 2 weeks pulling together, we really did have a good outcome. I was blown away by how many special moments that I had personally at the event. There was a man there who didn't come out until the 70s, and he said he'd grown up in this area. He said, I never thought I'd be able to be who I am and celebrate that here in Windsor. And there was a young child who said that they had been trying to figure out their identity and were worried about what their parents would think about them, and their father bought them a Pride shirt for the event. So it was another special moment. It was also great that we eventually got some members of the select board to be involved. I want to see who wants to be involved. I was just trying to fill a void that I saw and start the movement. But I am not the movement. We all are. So as I was saying, it was just a really great event. We eventually got people from the select board. The chair of the select board actually spoke. We had churches attend. We had community resources. And I think it showed people that they're valued and they're important and that they can be cared for. And there's still a lot of information I would love to get out about the Trans Center at Dartmouth, for example. It's underutilized and not well known about. And the man who runs the clinic is very interested in outreach, but he was on personal vacation while we were having Pride, so he didn't really get to come down and share a lot of that information. And as I said, in some of the stuff I said before, I had a friend whose child had just come out as transgender, and they had no idea. They were like, will they be accepted in this community? What doctors will be willing to work with my daughter? And all these questions. And when I was talking to a friend who happens to be here about, does Windsor do anything for Pride? We were like, oh, they must. And I was like, well, it shouldn't be a secret. So they weren't, and they had no intention of doing it. But now we do, and let's make it even bigger. And that's why we want to turn it into just a cross-state Pride Festival extravaganza and try to bring in as many people as we can and meet people where they are. So if you're more likely to be in Claremont and want resources at something like Rural Pride, then go to that. If you're a person who does 5Ks, we're going to have that. There's going to be pool parties, body acceptance, yoga. I'm going to try to get comedians and bands. We're going to try to make it really fun and whatever you want, really. And that's where we're brainstorming tonight. Do we want to have a huge after party somewhere Saturday night? Do we want to, whatever it is, whatever you know people want, let's do it. And so we started something last year, and we get to just keep making it better and more personalized.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're here tonight to talk about Rural Pride 2020. And as Amanda said, the biggest, most exciting news is that we're going to cross the bridge. We're going to cross the river. And
We were actually thinking of doing, I don't know how feasible it is, and who we have to ask, but like little rainbow flags across the little windows across the covered bridge as like a rainbow connection. And then we thought, especially because we have some graphic designers in our group here, maybe a patch or a shirt or something fun with the covered bridge with the little flags or something like that, and have 2020 on it. And so people could rep it beforehand to support it or get them there. And yeah, so lots of fun things ahead.
I really commemorate like the first year. It's really, really cool. And the dates are it's the same weekend. So the thing about it is, at Outright, we're going into this will be our third Pride, and we're really lucky because since starting in 2018, New Hampshire's had this really cool thing happen where we've had like a major Pride kind of form every weekend. So the first weekend there's Pride Concord, the second weekend there's I think Ashore or something, then the third weekend there's Rural Pride in Claremont, and then the fourth weekend is Portsmouth Pride. So we really kind of established ourselves in that third weekend and wanted to kind of keep the ball rolling on that. So the dates for next year will be June 19th to 21st, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I really kind of talked about some of the things that we were planning, which were like a kickoff party Friday night, the Pride, Stride, and Ride 5K that Mackie came up with the greatest name for. And then, of course, our Pride Festival. We're going to change the times and have an after party. And then Sunday, we're thinking about doing a pool party. And that's like our suggestions, those are ideas, what we have going on.
Especially about Sunday. Sunday is Father's Day. And we didn't want to do like a huge event on that because we know a lot of people want to be with their families, but we think this could be something where you could come with your father or you could come and enjoy if you don't have a connection with your father and you need support that day, especially because a lot of people, there's difficulties in families and it might be a hard day for people. So we did want to have something available, but it would be family friendly, maybe a potluck. We got to talk to the people there, what's allowed, but they were very interested in helping us, and they said we might try to do some body acceptance exercise classes too over in Brownsville throughout the weekend.
And also, like, some families don't have dads.
Exactly.
There's 2 moms or something like that. So, kind of
or 2 dads, and you want to celebrate
exactly.